Children, how are you all? Did you write exam well? Okay, today we are going to study from history part 6th lesson, the early states. Anywhere, no society can survive without any law, order, control and governance. Once population established at a place and numbers increased with the passage of time, there was an urgent need to control the people into a social and political order. This led to the emergence of states and system of governance. In this chapter, we shall study how the political setup came into being to control the increasing population and expanse of the dwelling areas. Children, now we will see the political system in this period. See, 600 BC onwards, many changes happened in the society. Children, are you remembering? We had already learned that in their social or agricultural level, lot of improvements happened. Villages started slowly. Many villages joined together and formed a wish. Again, many wished together, known as Janapada. Each set had their own leaders. The head of the Janapada was known as Janapati. They grew more powerful and systematic and came to known as Mahajanapadas. In this last age, means by 200 BCE, there were a total of 16 Mahajanapadas. These 16 Mahajanapadas had acquired special importance. In this timeline, you can see the period of Janapadas and Mahajanapadas. Now we will study more about that age. I already told you that some Janapadas gradually became stronger and more powerful, and they had defeated others' territory and became Mahajanapadas. These Mahajanapadas were ruled in two ways. One is monarchical Mahajanapadas and another one is republican Mahajanapadas. By hearing this name, you will get the idea that what type of authority there was. Here, children, monarchy means a system of rule by king and republic means the system of rule by a group of selected people. So, in monarchical form of Janapadas, the king was the most powerful person and their hereditary system was followed. Children, you know what is hereditary system? After the death of the king, his son would be the next ruler. In this age, Koshala, Vatsa, Magadha and Avanti became the most powerful monarchical Mahajanapadas. Four, which are the Kosala, Vatsa, Magadha and Avanti. Next we will see what is republican Mahajanapadas. In republican Mahajanapadas, people elect their leaders and they will rule them. The most powerful republican Mahajanapadas were Shakyas and Lichavis. Two were there, Shakyas and Lichavis. Here these elected members will take the decision. For this, majority of the elected people has to agree. Then only they can take the decision. Here you can see the main Mahajanapadas. 16. Now, the next point is how was their fortification. Here, fortify means to strengthen and secure the nation by military works. Here, fortification means building high walls around a place so as to give protection to people living inside it. That only fortification. They fortified their cities as these are the center of power and authority. Around the city they built forts because they wanted to show their power and prosperity to others, and they must give protection to the people so that without fear people could live there. That is why they made forts. Two reasons. First, they wanted to show their power and prosperity to others. Second one, to protect people, for that only. In this age, the leaders had to conquer others and expand their kingdom for two reasons. For the growing population, they need more land for cultivation, and they had to show their power of authority and power in front of other kings or Mahajanapadas. Now we will study how did they expand their kingdom, expansion of territories. For this, the mightiest kings of this age started to practice a special type of ritual known as Ashwamedha Yagna or horse sacrifice. In this, the one who was doing the yagna first do the puja and send a horse with his emblem to go freely into the neighboring kingdoms. A few soldiers would follow this horse. If these kings didn't do anything or didn't stop this horse, then their kingdoms would come under the king who sent the horse. If any powerful king stopped this horse, then there will be war between them. Whoever won the battle occupied the other's kingdom. So only the mightiest kings would perform this yagna. Now understood, no? Ashwamedha Yagna. Now children, we will study how did they maintain their armies. It is clear that the authorities need money for this. Correct, no? To maintain their armies, they need money. They imposed or applied taxes on common people. To get money, what they did? They had taken taxes. Not only for maintaining armies, but also to construct roads, forts, streets, etc. For that also, they needed money. Officials were appointed to collect the tax from the people. Now, who all were given tax and how, children? Do you know? The farmers. First, farmers, they gave this tax. How? They must pay tax as 1/6 of their agriculture produce. Like that, they gave tax. Then next, craft persons given tax as part of their service at free of charge. In a month, fixed days, they worked for the king. In that way, they gave the tax. Next, herders and hunters given a part of this milk, meat, etc. to the king. That the king given as food for the armies. Then traders given money to the king. In this ways, authorities or kings had collected tax. Slowly and gradually, trade increased. They were having barter system. Now, what is barter system, children? Exchange of goods for a different types of good without the use of money. Now they started to think to change this economic system because through barter system it was impossible to do the trade. So they started the system of currency. Archaeologists had found punch marked coins from these places. So it is clear that they were using coins. Here you can see some punch mark coins found from the place Kosala. Slowly some places developed as trade centers. Some trade centers names are there: Vaishali, Mathura, Ayodhya, etc. Children, in this time some developments happened in the field of farming, agricultural field. They were using wooden plows and now they started to use iron plows. They also learned the technique of growing paddy saplings at one place. These two changes given some relief to the farmers. Which are the two changes? Instead of wooden plows, they started to use iron plows, and another one technique of growing the paddy saplings at one place. So these are the two changes. It was little more easy for them to cultivate in their land because of this. Agricultural products also increased. But again, the farmers faced difficulty in the field, especially those who had more land. They were not able to do their work alone. So what did they do, children? They started to hire poor people or landless people as dasas and dasis to do work in their field. So these people will get money or goods as their kuli. Now we will study one social evil that prevailed in this society. Actually, it was there in Vedic age also. What was it, children? Yes, social division or class discrimination of people. Already we had studied this in our previous lesson. In their society, four varnas were there: Brahmins, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas and Shudras. Brahmins were the superiors. They were the teachers and priests community. Kshatriyas were warriors community. Vaishyas were the agriculturalist, craftsmen and trading community. And Shudras were cleaning, sweeping or lowest people. Slowly this division became more stronger. It became like this, that the children belongs to a particular class must do the same job whether that child is capable or not capable. These Brahmins were more rigid. They discriminated other groups, especially Shudras, and not allowed them to gain education, even religious knowledge, or to get any other occupation. For all the religious ceremonies, the presence of Brahmins were compulsory and marriages between these different groups were not allowed. These are the social evils. Now, social level, there was no progress, but scientific level there was developments happened. They came to know to extract metal from ore. This was the most important development of this period. So they were able to use iron in different forms of tools and equipments, and their work was easy. They started to make different weapons like sword, daggers, spears, etc. with this metal. They also learned to bring out of chemicals out of herbs. What is herbs? Medicinal plants. It is there in Atharvaveda. It was a great help to progress medical field. There were large deposits of iron ore, and they were able to make a lot of weapons. In this kingdom, many rivers were there. It helped the agriculture. Before that, now we will study, students, the two famous Mahajanapadas during that period. One Magadha, what is that? Famous Mahajanapadas. One Mahajanapada was Magadha, and the second one was Vajji. We have already studied in this period there were 16 powerful Mahajanapadas. Magadha was one among them. In this map you can see where was Magadha. Main parts were there in present Bihar, south of the Ganges river. Beginning, Magadha's capital was Rajgriha. At present that is Rajgir. Then it shifted to Patliputra. Now it is Patna. In this kingdom there were many courageous, famous kings. Among them King Bimbisara and his son Ajatashatru's time, Magadha became the most powerful and famous kingdom. King Bimbisara conducted Ashwamedha Yagna and captured many territories. Their kingdom extended, and some of the kingdoms were annexed. Which are the kingdoms? Koshala and Kashi. These kings were having modern weapons. So other kings were not withstand with these kings. They fought many battles. King Bimbisara's son even built a very big fort at his capital. Here you can see the ruins of this fort. Some reason were there for their progress of this Magadha. Magadha Mahajanapada. Their land was very fertile. In their land there were large deposits of iron ore, and they were able to make a lot of weapons. In this kingdom many rivers were there. It helped the agriculture, it helped the transportation of goods and weapons, it defended them from enemies. From forest they got wood and they made chariots and used in wars. Slowly this kingdom started to decline during the period of King Udayan's son. By the time Nanda dynasty became powerful and they defeated Magadha Empire. They ruled for a long time, and then the Mauryas defeated them. Another great Mahajanapada was Vajji. It was very different from Magadha Empire. The capital was Vaishali. It was located in Bihar, north of the Ganges river. Another Mahajanapada, south of the Ganges river. In this Mahajanapadas, there were 8 clans or janas, and they formed a confederation. What is confederation? It means a union or alliance of states. Out of these 8 clans, Lichavi was the most powerful clan. In this Lichavi clan, several sanghas were there. In a sangha, there were many rulers. So they had more power and they were taking major decisions because many kings were there. Here, monarchical form of rulers were there in Lichavi's kingdom. But later, this kingdom also declined because there was no coordination, which Vajji kingdom also disappeared. Slowly, new kings and kingdoms started. So, our lesson now it is finished. Did you understand this lesson, children? Read this lesson and study notes. Okay, thank you, children.